The angels watch you attentively, with a serenity that only celestial beings can carry, and they bring with them a delicate but engaging message, something that may have already been germinating within you. They whisper softly in the recesses of your soul, revealing something profound, something that transcends common understanding, as if it had always been part of your path, but only now the veil is being lifted, revealing what was always destined to happen. They say that you are this person's destiny. For a moment, perhaps your heart stopped. This recognition, this idea of being so fundamental to someone, as if all the threads intertwining your lives had been woven long ago, reverberates within you like the sound of distant bells, echoing through secret and illuminated landscapes. The connection you feel, or that is yet to emerge, is not a result of chance, but of a silent cosmic conspiracy, one that human eyes cannot see, but the soul recognizes with absolute certainty. The angels, in their wisdom that transcends time and space, do not speak directly. They speak through sensations, subtle signs, coincidences that defy logic, and they tell you, something new will arise. This new energy that begins to emerge, like a seed breaking through the earth, is something that will bring with it a transformative force, an intimate and spiritual revolution. It is not just about a feeling, but an awakening, a blossoming that will resonate in all layers of your being. You feel it, don't you? There is a lightness in the air, a silent anticipation. Life begins to rearrange itself around you, almost imperceptibly. The stars in the sky seem to align one by one, as if conspiring for this moment, this meeting, this revelation to happen. Perhaps, until now, you have felt that something was about to change. An intuition that has always been there, in the quietest moments, in the hours when the mind quiets and the heart speaks louder. But angels do not work with haste. They know that human time is just a fraction of eternity, and that everything has its exact moment to bloom. You are this person's destiny. This statement resonates as an eternal truth, as something that cannot be denied. There is a cosmic dance happening, and you two are the main dancers, intertwined by invisible threads that guide you with precision, even if sometimes it seems that the path is uncertain. But in fact, the uncertain is just the unknown revealing itself, the surprise of the universe manifesting its grandeur in ways that you cannot yet fully comprehend. This person to whom the angels refer is more than someone who crossed your path by chance. It is as if each meeting, each look, each word exchanged, or yet to be exchanged, were part of a greater plot, written by divine hands. Perhaps you recognize them as someone familiar, even if the time spent with them has been brief until now. Or who knows, this person has not yet fully revealed themselves in your life, but their essence is already in motion, converging towards you. Souls recognize each other before they even touch. There is a magnetism that attracts them, a deep and inexplicable desire for reunion, as if they had already shared other lives, other stories, other existences. This connection is not just anything. It is a flame lit inside each one, a light that never goes out, even if sometimes it becomes dimmer, hidden by the distractions of everyday life, by the doubts and insecurities that the mind insists on cultivating. The angels, however, see beyond these barriers. They see the truth, the pure essence that vibrates between you, and that truth is clear. There is something new emerging. This novelty, however, is not just a new chapter in the book of your life. It is not a simple change of scenery or a passing addition to your routine. What is to come is a deep transformation, a rebirth. It's as if the universe is preparing the ground so that you and this person, destined to meet in a more complete way, can finally blossom together, revealing the best in yourselves, the most genuine and beautiful facets of your souls. But like everything that is truly significant, this process does not happen quickly or carelessly. The angels invite you to be patient, to cultivate faith in the invisible, to believe that the forces at work in your life have a purpose. Each step, each emotion, each gesture is a link in the chain that binds you. As much as you may want to hurry things along, it is necessary to allow time to play its part, to let things flow according to the natural rhythm of life. It is not about waiting passively, but about being in tune with what is about to happen, feeling the signs, hearing the whispers of the universe, letting your heart guide the way. And as for the person destined for you, do not think that they are oblivious to all this. Even if, consciously, they have not yet realized what is unfolding, their soul already knows. They feel the same winds of change, the same internal tides that surround you. There is a mutual recognition happening, even if it is still subtle, even if words cannot fully express what is to come. This person also feels the call of destiny. There may be moments of hesitation, of uncertainty, because the unknown, as attractive as it may be, carries with it a certain dose of mystery and vulnerability. But it is precisely in this vulnerability that the greatness of the connection between you resides. By allowing the walls to fall, by exposing yourselves in an authentic and true way without masks, you create the space for something new to blossom. And this flower that is about to bloom is not just anything. It is the result of a long journey, of many lived experiences, of profound learnings. The angels speak of something new, but what is new also carries within it the wisdom of the old. It is not a rupture from the past, but a natural continuation, an evolution. Everything you have lived until now, each emotion, each challenge, each triumph, was preparation for this moment. The new does not come to erase what has been, but to transform, to elevate, to give an even greater meaning to what already exists. And then, what will this new be? Perhaps there is no simple answer to that. The new can manifest in so many ways, in ways we can't even imagine. It can be a new way of loving, of relating, of seeing the world and oneself. It can be a spiritual awakening, a deeper connection with the divine, a renewal of purposes and intentions. What is certain is that this new will come with an intensity that will change everything around. It won't be something fleeting or superficial, but something that will touch the deepest layers of your being and the person who is destined for you. What the angels ask is that you trust, that you allow the process to happen without resistance, without trying to control every detail. What is about to come is greater than what your mind can conceive. The magic of destiny, the synchronicity that involves all of this, does not follow the linear rules of human thought. It is fluid, unpredictable, but always perfect in its execution. Trust, in this case, is not about relinquishing action, but rather aligning yourself with the forces that are moving. It is feeling the pulse of the universe and acting in harmony with it. The angels guide your steps, whisper in your ears, and send signs to show you that you are on the right path. You don't need to understand everything now. The important thing is to feel, to open your heart, to let the divine energy flow through you. Something new is emerging, and you are the destiny of this person. This message carries within it a promise, a blessing, a certainty that transcends words. It is beyond immediate comprehension, but not beyond feeling. It is in the nuances of what is lived, in the silence that precedes each new dawn. Feel this truth with your whole being and prepare yourself, for the new is already on its way, and with it, the certainty that nothing will ever be the same. The new is coming like a gentle breeze, approaching slowly, touching every corner of your soul without haste, but with the transformative force of something that is inevitable. And as this happens, everything around you reorganizes in response to this silent yet overwhelming force. There is a subtle dance of energies happening, a confluence of vibrations that envelops you and the person destined to walk with you. What is coming will require an even greater openness from you, a willingness to let this new manifest fully. It is not just about waiting passively, but about being in total harmony with the reality that unfolds before you, even if in a veiled way. The angels are preparing you for this. They whisper that this new phase will be marked by a profound inner transformation, something that cannot be avoided, something that will bring to light aspects of yourself that you may not yet know. The connection that arises between you and this person destined for you is a process, and every connection process involves a revelation of layers. No deep connection happens abruptly. It is built brick by brick, moment by moment. And when the angels speak of destiny, they speak of something that is already written, yes, but that needs to be lived to its fullest extent, needs to be experienced in all its details, in all its nuances. This new that will emerge will not be a sudden and absolute awakening, like a door opening all at once. It will come gradually, like a light that starts shyly on the horizon and grows in intensity, illuminating every piece of darkness that still dwells in you and the other person. Over time, this light will be so strong that there will be no more shadows between you. The doubts, fears, uncertainties, all of this will be dissipated because this connection, this union, will be marked by a clarity that only destined souls experience. And as you walk in this direction, something inside you prepares. The angels tell you that it is necessary to be willing to dive into the depths of yourself for this union to be true. All barriers must fall. All walls that still remain in your heart must be dismantled. Perhaps up to this point, you have kept some parts of yourself protected, out of fear of fully showing your vulnerability. But this new phase will require exactly the opposite: total surrender, an absolute submission to what destiny has prepared. There is no room for hesitation when the heart is called. This person, whose destiny is intertwined with yours, will also go through this process. Perhaps they are still at the beginning of this journey of self-discovery, or perhaps they have already walked a good part of the way. What matters is that you are getting closer, and this approach is inevitable. Each gesture, each choice, each step brings you closer, even though it may sometimes seem that the paths are diverging. The angels ask you not to look at superficial circumstances, not to let yourself be carried away by what the eyes see immediately. What is true, what is destined, happens far beyond the surface, far beyond what is visible. The signs, the synchronicities, the encounters that seem fortuitous, all these are small pieces of a large puzzle which will gradually be revealed before you. When the angels speak of destiny, they refer to something inevitable, but they also speak of something that is built day by day with each choice, with each act of faith. Destiny is not an external force that pushes you without your consent. It is the result of a sacred dance between your soul and the universe, a dance where both need to be in tune, in harmony. What is destined for you cannot be avoided, but you have the power to accelerate or delay this realization, depending on how open or closed you are to the new that is to come. And speaking about this person, this soul that the angels say is destined for you, it is important to realize that they too are going through their own processes of transformation. No one comes to another without bringing with them their own marks, their own stories, their own wounds. But what the angels reveal to you is that together, you will be able to heal these wounds, to transform the pains into strength, to find in each other's vulnerability the support for the other to flourish. This encounter, when fully realized, will not be just about romantic love, though that is an important part. It will be a union of souls that goes far beyond what the common human can understand. It will be a spiritual connection, an alliance that will manifest on all levels of being: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. You will recognize yourselves in each other's eyes as if, upon looking at each other, you were seeing your own souls reflected. This is the depth of what is to come. And with this depth, a great responsibility will also come. The responsibility to care for and nurture this connection, to not allow the distractions of the external world to interfere with what you have together. The world around, with all its demands, with all its uncertainties, will always try to separate the souls that are destined to unite. There will be challenges, without a doubt, because anything with a great purpose needs to pass the test of time, patience, and resilience. But the angels assure you that if you allow this connection to flourish, it will be unshakable. It is important to remember that, although the angels bring this message of certainty, of destiny, you also need to do your part. They tell you that destiny is not something that imposes itself, but something that is built with every small choice you make. Choosing love, choosing trust, choosing to open your heart, even when fear tries to make you retreat. These are the choices that will lead you to a full encounter with this person. And when the angels speak of something new, they are not just talking about a passing phase or a simple restart. They are talking about a new way of living, a new way of being, where you and this person will be so deeply connected that the old ways of thinking and feeling will no longer have a place. It will be a complete renewal, a transformation that will touch every aspect of your life and their life. This transformation will require courage, the courage to leave behind what no longer serves you, to let go of the ties that still bind you to old patterns of behavior, thought, and feeling. And more than that, it will require the courage to open yourself to the unknown, to the new, without guarantees, without the certainty that everything will be easy or smooth. But the angels tell you that it is worth it. They show you that by crossing this bridge, you will find something much more beautiful and profound than anything you have ever experienced. They ask you to trust this process, that even when things seem uncertain or confusing, remember that the universe is working in your favor. This person, who is destined to walk by your side, also feels the call of destiny. Maybe at times they still struggle against it. Maybe there is still resistance, but that resistance will dissolve as the light of what is to come becomes clearer. The angels also remind you that patience will be an ally on this journey. What is to come cannot be rushed. Every step you take, every advance you make, is necessary for the new to fully manifest. If you try to force events, if you try to control the natural pace of things, you may end up creating more obstacles than solutions. Allow the flow of the universe to guide you. Allow the angels to lead you. Trust the signs that appear along the way. And then, little by little, you will notice that this new thing the angels announce is already manifesting. Perhaps in subtle ways at first, like small gestures, small changes in the way you relate to the world and this person. But over time, this new reality will become increasingly tangible until you finally find yourself fully immersed in it. You are this person's destiny. This truth will be like an anchor, something that keeps you steady even when the waters around you seem turbulent. This truth will be your north, your guide, your reminder that no matter how challenging the path may be, something greater awaits you at the end. And when you finally reach that point, when the new fully manifests, you will know that it was all worth it. And then it will be just the beginning of a new journey where you and this person will walk together, discovering new horizons, new aspects of yourselves, and living the destiny that has been reserved for you. A journey of love, growth, deep and spiritual union, blessed by the angels who, from the beginning, already knew your path. The angels brought you a powerful message, revealing a destiny that transcends time and space. Now that you understand the depth of this connection and the strength of what is about to emerge, it is time to open yourself to this destiny and allow it to manifest in your life. The journey that awaits you is full of love, growth, and transformation, and it has already begun. If this message resonated in your heart, if you feel that what was said here sheds light on your own experiences, I invite you to subscribe, to continue receiving inspiring and spiritual messages that may guide you on this path of discoveries and revelations. And please share in the comments what this message awakened in you. Do you feel destined for someone? Have you ever felt this invisible force guiding you towards another soul? Let's continue this conversation in the comments. Oh, and don't forget to leave your like. Wansi. This helps this message reach more people who may also need a whisper from the angels in their lives.